had a hot lead last week, they filled out your contact form, showed genuine interest in a property, and then nothing. You followed up 2 days later, they gave you a short reply, and now they've gone completely silent. Sound familiar? Here's the uncomfortable truth. That buyer probably bought somewhere else. Not because your property was wrong for them, but because someone else responded faster, communicated in their language, and stayed present. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to follow up with international buyers in a way that keeps deals alive, builds real trust across language barriers, and stops you from leaking pipeline value you worked hard to earn. Let's start with the uncomfortable reality of international real estate follow-up. When a Dutch family browsing properties in Alicante submits an inquiry, they are also browsing 3 other portals simultaneously. When a Belgian couple sees your listing on Idealista at 10 in the evening, they are in a completely different time zone mindset than you are. And when a Gulf national messages you about a villa in Dubai or Marbella, they expect responsiveness that matches their own fast-paced communication culture. The window where your follow-up actually matters is shockingly short. Research across sales industries consistently shows that responding within the first 5 minutes of an inquiry makes you dramatically more likely to reach that prospect than waiting even 30 minutes. In real estate, where decisions are emotional and competitive, that window might be even tighter. So what does most independent agents actually do? They see the lead notification while showing another property, they plan to respond later, and later becomes tomorrow. By then, the buyer has moved on psychologically, even if they haven't physically signed anywhere yet. The first framework you need is what I call the 3-layer response system. Layer 1 is immediate acknowledgement, Layer 2 is personalized qualification, and Layer 3 is structured nurture. Layer 1 happens within minutes, not hours. This does not need to be a long message. It needs to be in their language. It needs to confirm you received their interest, and it needs to set a clear expectation for what happens next. A German buyer getting a response in German within 5 minutes already feels like they are dealing with someone professional and trustworthy. That first impression is worth more than any brochure you could send. Layer 2 is where most agents skip ahead too fast or move too slow. You need to qualify without interrogating. Ask about their timeline, whether they are buying for lifestyle or investment, and whether they have visited the area before. These 3 questions alone tell you everything about urgency, motivation, and how much hand-holding the relationship needs. Frame it conversationally, not like a form they are filling out. Layer 3 is the one that separates agents who close consistently from those who have great months followed by dry months. This is your structured nurture sequence. Buyers in international markets often take weeks or months from first inquiry to actual visit or offer. During that time, most agents go completely silent unless the buyer reaches back out. That silence reads as disinterest. Your nurture sequence should deliver value at regular intervals, a neighborhood update, a new listing that matches their criteria, a guide to buying costs in Spain or Portugal or Cyprus, depending on your market, a short video walkthrough of a property they showed interest in. Each touchpoint should feel personal, even when parts of it are systematized. Now let me talk about language specifically, because this is where boutique agencies get absolutely crushed by larger competitors. If you are working with Dutch, Belgian, Scandinavian, German, and Gulf buyers simultaneously and trying to manually craft personalized messages in each of their languages, you will burn out or cut corners. The solution is not to hire a team of 5 multilingual assistants. The solution is to build templated communication frameworks in each of your primary buyer languages that you can personalize quickly. Key phrases, common objection responses, property description formats, and follow-up check-ins all prepared in Dutch, German, French, Arabic, and whatever other languages your buyer pool speaks. When a new inquiry comes in, you are not starting from scratch. You are personalizing a professional foundation. Here is something most agents never think about. The tone expected in different cultures varies significantly. Scandinavian and German buyers tend to prefer direct, information-dense communication. They want facts, costs, and process clarity up front. Dutch and Belgian buyers often want both logical information and some warmth and relationship building before they trust you enough to move forward. Gulf buyers frequently value personal relationship and exclusivity. They want to feel they are getting special access, not a mass email blast. Your follow-up system needs to account for these differences, or you are essentially sending the wrong message even when the words are technically correct. Let me give you a practical weekly rhythm. Every new inquiry gets a same-day response in their language. Every qualified lead gets a check-in message every 5 to 7 days if there has been no activity. Every lead that visited or had a call gets a personalized follow-up within 24 hours, not 72. Every lead that has gone silent for 3 weeks gets a re-engagement message that offers new value, not another pitch. This is not complicated, but it requires consistency, and consistency requires a system, not just good intentions. The agents I have seen transform their closing rate in competitive destination markets all did the same thing. They stopped treating follow-up as something they do when they have time and started treating it as the actual product they are selling. Because here is the reality. Your buyers are buying confidence. They are spending significant money in a foreign country, often in a language that is not their first, navigating legal systems they do not understand. The agent who makes them feel guided, understood, and consistently present wins the deal, almost regardless of the specific property. You are already getting leads. The market is bringing buyers to your door. The only question now is whether your follow-up system is strong enough to earn the trust those leads are looking for. Build the system, respect the culture, respond in their language, and stay consistent. That is how you stop losing deals you should have won.